Hello, I'm Jerry Tanner. I'm chairman of the Buildings and Grounds Committee of St. John in the Wilderness Episcopal Church in Flat Rock, North Carolina. We are beginning the undertaking of a renovation of this home that you see behind us, which is our parsonage, which was built in 1853. We have decided in November of this past year, we hired a home inspector to do a thorough inspection of the home to help us identify what needed to be done to the home. Based upon that inspection, we did a walkthrough of the home with the renter and determined what needed to be exactly done. We built a detailed statement of work and used that document to obtain bids for the work. We began with a search list of 13 potential contractors around this area, narrowed it down to 4, presented them with the statement of work, and on that they based their quotes for the work. We then selected one contractor from that list, and that was Trip Renovations in Hendersonville, North Carolina. We are doing, if you can see the home, we are literally doing a ground to tip of roof renovation. Let's begin at the roof line and we'll tell you what we're doing. The top cap of the chimneys needs to be worked on. We're going to replace the top part of that with brick and then install chimney caps on those. The roofing will be removed, all the underlayment will be removed, and an inspection will be made of the sheeting, the decking, to make sure if it's in good condition. Anything that needs replacing will be replaced. All the fascias and soffits will also be inspected and repaired, replaced as needed. Also, the end vents in the gables of the home, there are 3 of those. Those will be repaired and or replaced as needed. So that's some extensive work to be done there. Also, all of the guttering will be removed so that we can get to the fascia work and will be replaced. The total cost of just that roofing project and the guttering will be somewhere in the neighborhood of $58,000. Moving down a little bit, the front porch here at one time had a roof over the front porch. It was decided that we want to replace that roofing. One of our committee members, Debbie Staten, was able to find a photo of the house, we believe dating back to the 1880s, that shows the front porch. So that really helped us in knowing what kind of porch to replace there. Of course, the floor of the porch is in good condition. That was worked on several years ago. We'll be replacing this roof with a metal type roof with 4 posts in the front. There'll be footings laid. A stone column about 2 feet high will be built, and then 8x8 columns to support the front of the porch. Also with this, we're adding a covering to the back of the house over the back door, and we'll show you that in a few minutes. The other major thing we're doing is replacing the windows. These windows have been basically filtering the weather over many years. Storm windows were added, but they have been limited success in helping the insulation of the house. So we're going to have all of the windows removed and replaced with modern double pane windows that will be custom made to resemble the appearance of the original windows. So that should greatly help the weather tightness of the building. And the replacement of all of the windows will be approximately $70,000. With the replacement of the windows, we will also be able to then fully function. These shutters will be fully functional. Right now they are not because of the storm windows. So we'll have that benefit to the house. All right, here we are at the back of the house. And this is the back door of the home. And this is a kitchen that was added to the home in the early 1920s, and a door here to that kitchen. I'll be talking about this area shortly. Right above this door is where we're going to put the cover that we spoke about on the front of the house that's in conjunction with the roof. So that will be added back. Then we have a crawl space over here, a door that leads underneath this kitchen. We'll be rebuilding that door to make it more secure. We'll also be removing all the insulation from under the kitchen and replacing that with open cell blown insulation. There'll be a plastic vapor barrier put on the ground below the kitchen, so that should greatly improve that area. Before we can do all of that, around on this side is a larger access to a area where the heating and air conditioning equipment is located. That entrance to there will be worked on to better secure it. There's a couple of places where critters can get into the house, so we're going to secure that. And then work on the ductwork that leads to the kitchen, because right now we have a heating and cooling problem with this addition. So we're going to be working on that ductwork to improve those conditions in the kitchen. In addition, with the removal of these gutters and everything, we're going to be doing some extensive grounds work around here in order to move water away from the house and better secure it. For example, right now, this bush right here in the corner is in an open area, and it is collecting water right there. So we're going to, in all the bushes that we remove from around the house, we'll secure as best we can for reuse in the landscaping after the project is finished. But we're going to remove this plant and then replace that area with rock to resemble this existing patio, so that there will be a solid patio there, and put flashing around the wood to protect it from rotting and give a solid patio there rather than what we have now. All of these bushes will be replaced or removed, and we will install a French drain system here to take the water in that direction, and it will be connected to piping that will run underground and take the water about 100 feet away from the house. The cost of all of this, plus additional groundwork, all the downspouts now will be connected to pipe to take the water away from the house. And on the other side, next to the driveway, on the south side of the house, a swale will be built so that we have positive flow of water away from the house, and then it will be taken down to the driveway area so that we're removing all this moisture away from the house. The total of that will be approximately $18,000. Here we are inside the home now. This is the back of the front door. That back door we were looking at earlier is directly in front of me here. This is the living room, the dining room, and there's a sitting room right over here that we will show you shortly. I wanted to point out, though, this front door, the old locking system they have here, where they used to be able to drop a bar across the door. As I said earlier, this home was built in 1853, shortly before the Civil War. And during that time, there were marauders, of course, in this area. So I dare say they wanted as much protection here as they could possibly get on this entrance. This foyer, the floor here is sagging and very unleveled in spots, and also has been damaged at some time in its history. We are going to have to remove all of this wood, taking as much effort as we can to preserve that wood for whatever future use we may have, and also the shoe molding around here. There is a bookcase right here to my left that will be removed also, and that's, of course, will mean that floor has areas there that will not be perfect. So we're going to remove all this flooring. Then the original joist under here will have 2x6s, as they call it, sistered up to them. We'll nail those or secure them to the existing floor joist to level this floor as best we can. Then subflooring will be placed here and leveling material will be added here to get this floor as level as we can. And then we'll have tile installed. And I don't know if you can see it or not, but we have a sample here of the tile that Mother Kathy will have here in the home. I may not have mentioned that this, when we're complete, our new associate rector, Mother Kathy and her husband Charles, will live here in this home. And this is the tile that she has picked out for this area that will run from the front door to the back. Okay, this is the sitting room of the house, and there are some bookshelves in here that will remain. We also have some wall work that will need to be done to repair and finish out these walls where old electrical fixtures were at one time, and they need to be covered over. Here we have a half bath on the side of this room, and we need to do some work there. There was a medicine cabinet in the half bath that was removed, and there's a hole now in the wall where that was. So we'll be sealing that up, and it'll be drywalled up. You can see that there's a backsplash behind this sink. That will be removed, and a smaller one that's more appropriate to that sink will be installed. And then just generally wall work in here as well as the living room. There's a good bit to be done there. Let's move over to the kitchen. Here we are in the kitchen of the home. As I said earlier, this was added in the 1920s. These cabinets, we're going to replace the fronts of these cabinets. Some of them are ill-fitted to the cabinet. There's one down here that has a hole in it, and contact paper has been placed over the front to cover the hole. So we're going to replace all these cabinet fronts and the drawer fronts. The drawer glides will also be replaced, and new hardware has been picked out by Mother Kathy. So we'll be replacing all of this. Also, this tile will remain, but the top of it has not been trimmed. So we'll be adding wood trim to the top of this tile work and cleaning that up some. As you can see, there's some wall work that needs to be done here. And just throughout the house, we're going to have to do some extensive drywall work to clean things up. I think that's about everything downstairs. We'll move upstairs and show you what we've got up there. Okay. Well, here we are upstairs. This is the landing of the top of the stairs where I'm standing. And here is a small bathroom we have here. We're going to be replacing an exhaust fan in the ceiling here and the light. And also there's a small window above the tub here that will be replaced with the new windows being installed. And in doing that, there will be a plate. We'll be replacing where the windows are located in their opening. So that will leave a gap in the tile. So we're going to be doing some tile work around that to dress that up as this goes on. And then up here, there's generally things to be done like repair, replace closet doors and fronts, cover over the utility, the heating and air conditioning units up here. And then just the walls and ceilings need some general repair and work up here. All of that together, including the paint work downstairs and upstairs, we've just kind of lumped together in one thing, around $34,000. I've just hit the highlights of this project. I didn't want to bore you with the details, But this total project, when we're finished, will be somewhere in the neighborhood of $285,000. So this is the largest project our church has taken on since we constructed our parish hall in 2017. So we are really looking forward to seeing the finished product, which should be in about 6 months. Thank you very much.